Hey there, Remy. My name's Andrew and I'm the essay corrector here at IELTSpodcast.com. Thanks for submitting this trial correction on communication within families. What happens each time a student submits a piece of work is I'll be reading through it sentence by sentence, letting you know how well you've responded to the task, how well structured your essay was. I'll also be talking about the formality and precision of your language, as well as correcting your grammar along the way. So let's get started. Already, structurally speaking, I can see that you've developed this paragraph to a much greater extent than this one, which may be a problem. Also, there are a couple of minor phrasing issues that I'll cover. So this question asks whether you agree with the statement that communication between family members is less recently. So I would talk about the fact that the statement is being made by some people. So some people believe that communication between family members, this is not quite correct. It doesn't really make grammatical sense. And also communication being the singular, we need the singular has as well. And we also, the least refers to the lowest point. And the question is not asking us about the lowest point, it's just asking us about to compare it with the past. So has communication between relatives diminished recently? We don't need to know whether it's the lowest, we don't need to know if it's the highest, we just need to know if it has become less. Communication between family members has declined in recent times. We could talk about this as a result, that communication between family members is as a consequence of the different social lives, and that goes some way to talking about the ideas that you will use in the body of your essay. So in these sorts of questions, there are really three things that we should do. We should discuss the statement, whether we believe it, or to what extent do we agree or disagree with it. And we should also raise the ideas we will use briefly. This allows the reader to know what we will talk about and gives them a brief idea of why our position exists. Why do we believe what we believe? So, due to dramatic differences in modern social lives compared to the past. A lot is very informal, so we should use many. We need your opinion. So personally, I agree with this statement. And the shall be discussed further below. So my next point would be that these paragraphs now only require you to discuss why communication has reduced. So that it's crucial, that it plays a big role in society, it's not really necessary. We can do without that. It does not answer the question. So with the current increase of life demands, okay, so as a topic sentence, this is a bit much. So let's try and write a cleaner version of this sentence. Modern professional and personal lives are more demanding than in the past. So this is a good topic sentence because it just gives us a brief introduction to what you're talking about. Then we explain it fully. So more specifically, increased competition in the labour market as a result of rising population density or levels requires more members of the family than ever before to work full-time. So now what we've done here is we've switched topic halfway through a paragraph. One paragraph should contain one defined and clear idea. And that idea should be expanded fully, supported with an example, and explained. So then we explain how it relates back to the question. So I'm not going to start talking about technology just yet, because we've started talking about the demands of lives and schedules. So let's say in the UK, for example, the average family now works a combined total of 76 hours per week compared to, either's fine, compared to only 52 hours 10 years ago. Actually, let's say 20 years ago. Hence, there is a clear trend towards spending considerably more time occupied with work, which will necessarily reduce time available for family. Now, this is one paragraph fully discussed. And then now we can switch over to saying another reason we've got too many words here. Another reason for the reduction in familial communication is the advancement of technology. Here we should use a semicolon and say, in particular, and we don't need to capitalize the internet, in particular the internet which is now the main engine of communication. Actually, no, I'm going to say between everyone, regardless of the distance between them. Full stop. For instance, chat programs such as WhatsApp and Skype never use you in an academic essay. It's very informal to refer to your reader as you. Oh. Chat programs such as WhatsApp and Skype enable people to communicate with others without the need to be in close proximity. This increased convenience could serve as a demotivating factor where meaningful and intimate conversation is concerned. Or in terms of. And then we wouldn't need that. In terms of meaningful and intimate conversation. This as well is now just an additional aside. So now what we have is one paragraph that talks about modern schedules, one paragraph that talks about technology. So communication between family members. We don't need to talk about their social life. Has been rapidly decreasing, and I strongly believe that we all should engrave in our kids' hearts. That's a very visceral statement. It makes me think of carving words into a child's heart. So we're going to remove that. So here we should have instill in our children. Don't use kids either. Kids is too informal. That we should all instill in our children the importance of family instead of just pushing them to study hard, as this will shape their future in a better way, and moreover will build up a brilliant future with kind-hearted youth. So in your conclusion, this bit is related to the question, but all of this is extra. You've just decided to include stuff that is not related to the question. So my biggest point for you would be to stay on topic. Make sure you are answering the question that you were asked and nothing else, but also to structure your essay better, to stick to one idea per body paragraph and keep it fully discussed. So we've introduced the topic, we've expanded it with an explanation, we've supported it with a real-world example, and then we've explained how this relates to the question that we were originally asked. So if you would like to continue receiving these sorts of corrections, you can subscribe to our sentence guide course, the link to which is on this very page you're staring at right now. The course comes with 8 essay corrections in total, over which time I hope to raise you to above a band 7. I do hope to be seeing some more of your work coming through soon, Remy, but until then, have a great day. Goodbye for now.